Okay. Let's see, did I fill that hole in? I did. I accidentally put solder right there. So, alright, we're going to put these back on now. I can take this board off and set it aside. Don't need it anymore. Put my board holders on. You can find these board holders on my website. They're called the XABS. I used to make them out of brass. Really, they were really cool. Okay, so that's the one hole I gotta. It looks like I might have got a little solder on that second one, so I gotta remove the solder from those two holes. So I need my sucker. I cock it, and I'm gonna clean the tip. And I come in right where I just heat up that pad to get it to melt. Okay, hole's clean. Do it again on the other one. Yep, perfect. Okay. Okay, so we'll continue on our quest to get this board done. So we got lay down resistors, we've got the sockets, we've got the band module sockets. So we can go for a little bit of height now. In this case, probably what I'll do is put in the capacitors next. So I'll set the resistors. All the rest of the resistors are going to go in hairpin style, so they're going to stand up kind of tall. So now I'll just fool around with the capacitors, and what's not on the board are the two collections of 0.01s and 0.1s. So I'm going to go after, in this case, they're pretty easy to spot, and I know about where they are, so I'm going to cut off the I'll cut off the 0.01s first, get them out of the way. So I'm just going to cut them off the strip. They're already sized accordingly. Again, don't want them to fly. Might not find one again. Then you'll be telling me, oh, I can't find them. So I have to send you another one. Okay, so we got 0.01s. 0.01s, and I can look on the list. It says C3, 13, 20, 21, 27. So, C3, 13, 21, 27. There's, turn it upside down so I can read it properly. C3. See, this is what I mean. Well, now I'm trying to find a C3 on this board. That's not good. C3. I could probably spot them a little bit faster on the schematic. So, quite often you can build, if it's relatively accurate, you can pretty much build a kit using the bill of materials and the schematic. And I happen to know where most of the 0.01s are going, so I'll know about where they are. So they're going to be up in the audio circuit, I do believe. C3. Okay, let's just go right through the audio circuit, and I'm looking. What I'm doing now is I'm scanning the schematic down the audio circuit looking for 0.01s, and I'm going to find some here. So C2, C3 is off pin 6 of the mixer. So pin 6 of the mixer, there's my elusive C3 right there. Okay, so next one is C13. But I think I can find them easier on the looking at the schematic. So I'm going to put the schematic, I'm going to move these up here for a minute because we don't really need that thing for these guys. So I'm going to move my schematic, and I'm looking down here. So here's C21 and C3. They're right here hanging off the mixer, which is this chip right here. So I know another one. Let's put these guys over there where we can see them. So another one's going to be really close to the mixer, C21, and I can see it right there. C21. Bend that one over. Okay, so I got C21, C3, here's a C20. So C20 is going to be close by. There it is up there by pin 8. Okay, so again, coming along down the line, I see one. .01. Okay. I still got 2 left here. So, looking at the sheet, 3, 13, 20, 21, 27. There's 27 over by the transistor, so that's going to be down in here to C27 by the transistor. And the last one, 27, 21, 27. What did I put in there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So C3, C13, C20, C21, and C27. Oh, 1, 2. Yeah, I've missed one here somehow. C3, which is that one, C3, C13, which is C13. That's the one I keep missing. C13, C13. There it is. C13 right there. Okay, that's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we got all 5 of those guys. Phew. All right, I think I'm gonna turn around and solder those babies in. We'll get a good soldering job on 5. I'm gonna need some more solder. I'll clean my tip, and I'll find these guys and solder them up. I count the count on Sesame Street. 1 capacitor, 2 capacitor, 3 capacitor, 4 capacitor, 5 capacitor. Okay, so that's all the .01s. We can cut those down. Okay, next one will be the 104s. I'll cut all those off. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so looking at this, at the bill of materials on the .01s, I see 5 and 8. Okay, so let's see, where's C5? Here's 8. Oops. Okay. And what I'm doing now is I'm scanning up and down the board here. C5. C5, C29 is right, so here's C29 is one of them. Okay. And C28, so I need to have C5 and C28. So C5 and C28. There's C5 right here. C28 is down here. Okay, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in play, and I got C5, C5, C8, C23, C23. Oh, down there, that's what I missed. C23 right there. Okay, there's one that we're not using. Okay, there's a C12 right here. Now this used to be on a Rockmite. You could come out of the transistor, you go through this inductor L1 up to 12 volts or your power, and you go through C14 to go out to your low pass filter. And that was a that was the easy way of attaching or getting the output into the low pass filter, but it's not optimal for the transistor. So now we're going to have this transformer here. So we're not going to use L1 or C14. So I'm going to put it back in the pile. So I think we can probably safely solder those babies up. Yeah, this tip is putting a lot more heat where I want it. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. I was looking for that fifth one. Okay, so we can cut these guys off. Okay, everybody's cut down. Okay. So what do we got up here? We got some 100 picofarad ones here. Okay, this connector is extra, so we'll put that off to one side also, along with the C12 and the. Okay, so these are 100 picofarad. I'm going to go find 100 picofarad on the list, and I see it goes to C6, 24, 25, and 26. So 24, 25, 26 are the inputs to the switches. So there's 26. '24. And 25. And now we wanted to C6. That's down the other end of the board, I believe. There's your C6 up here. Okay. That's good. What else can we put in there? Those, oh, we got one left over. 100, I'm checking the values now. 100, 100, 100. Oh, that's why. See that? It pays. I accidentally picked up the 022 instead of the 100, so I'll put that back and put this one in. So now the pot's right, and that 022 belongs at C4. So C4 I think is right here between the mixer and the op amp. Okay, so there's all those low capacitors. Let's solder those in. Clean my iron. Nice good tip on it this time. Put a little dab of solder for that helps the heat transfer off the iron to what you're soldering to.